Like I was saying earlier, I wanted to go ahead and throw my rollers in before I got to run in my mouth. Uh, there was like a topic on Facebook about um I've never had to use my this is what it's a girl topic, so it's a girl thing. We being homegirl. Uh, I've never had to use my girl power to get what I want, you know, and I don't have a problem with admitting that I did or I do. Um, a lot of people don't or won't say what's really on their mind. And since people are judgmental anyway, it doesn't matter what you do or who you are or what you have accomplished or what you haven't, people are going to always have their opinion of you when they see you. Um, so, I don't really feel why I need to just say what other people want me to say. They want me to say, oh, no, I would never do that. I would, I'm waiting to get married or whatever, and that's cool for people who want that in their life. And I hope they get that. But I ain't one of them females, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind, just, having a guy pay for something of mine or take care of something of mine if he wants to spend time with me. You know what I'm saying? That's just, everybody has their own rules or their own, you know, whatever it is that makes them want to hang out with someone. They have what it is about them. So, um, I don't consider myself a gold digger or a whore, a hoe, or anything like that. I'm going back to school right now, to continue high school and then try to find me a trade or something I want to do. I really want to start my own business, but I feel like that's a part of mind control. Making you feel like you have to get married and you're not worth anything if you don't get married and no one wants you. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a choice. You have a choice in your own life to make your life what you want. I feel it's very uncalled for to bring someone into your life, because society said that you're supposed to be with someone. Because that's what society says. You're supposed to be with somebody, you're supposed to get married, you're supposed to have kids and work a job and have somebody tell you what to do, to have someone tell you what to do your fucking life, your whole life, and then, what I'm saying, you work so hard and you get nothing in return. Only thing you get is to pay your bills or to pay your rent, to only not have money to pay your bills, or vice versa. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So it's already complex enough. You don't need to complicate your life by bringing someone into your life, you know, because you don't want to be lonely or because society says you're supposed to, and have to take care of them and be responsible for them and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't agree with that. Not at all. I agree that you should be happy. Your life is what you make it. I agree with that. And I agree that just like a woman has a choice to save herself and get married, or wait for a husband or whatever, a woman also has a choice to say, fuck all that shit. If a nigga want to spend time with me, he gonna have to pay up front. And I don't see what the problem is with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be sold dreams. I don't want to waste my life and hold out for promises that we're not even sure is going to come true. Because like I said, I come from the land of no fathers. You know what I'm saying? Not only was I a kid, my siblings, we didn't have, our dads wasn't around. Nobody on my neighborhood had a daddy. I don't remember ever seeing nobody on my neighborhood with a father, and that scared the living hell out of me. Um, I just didn't want to, I don't want to, be stuck like that. I want to be able to live my life like he living his. You know what I'm saying? Where is that? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to live my life like he living his. I didn't think it was fair at all. You know, for my mom to have to just solely be responsible for us when it's clear she did not make us on our own. Of course not. So I always thought that was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Always. You know, I remember one time, because we grew up Jehovah's Witness, around the time I was about like 14 or something like that. We started going to going to the meetings at the Kingdom Hall. And one day we were going I think we were just going around the corner because we had a Kingdom Halls right around the corner from my house, and we were getting ready. I want to say we were going to the convention, but the convention is in Long Beach, and I remember we was just walking around the corner, so obviously it was something special that day. Anyway, so we go into the meeting, and I remember that day because I told my mom. My mom has red hair, so she had on this particular dress, and I told her your hair matched your dress, and she told me because I had on a black dress and my hair is black, so she was like, your hair matched your dress. But the part that made me so upset, we're already about to step out the door, and here comes my older brother, and he has a tie, so. My mom is standing here trying to tie his tie, and I just got so upset at that moment because I'm like, I just wanted to go find my dad and punch him in the face and go, your son need help tying his tie. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom is up here trying to tie his tie and well, she did a good job, but she doesn't wear ties. I don't wear ties. So, to me, it was quite embarrassing a little bit to have to go to the Kingdom Hall and have a brother from the hall tie my brother's tie properly. I was always upset at my dad for that. You know what I'm saying? He was supposed to be there. He was supposed to teach my brother how to tie a tie a long time ago, but, so these kinds of things that I reminisce on, and what I thought when I was a young girl before I decided to have sex, you know what I'm saying? I thought, who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't going to wait for that false hope. All the black women I grew up with, or grew up around always said if you keep way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Funny they say that because all those women who said that can cook good as hell and none of them had a man. You know what I'm saying? So what none of this making no sense. So that's why I decided that a man would have to pay for my time. You know what I'm saying? Or pay for my company, however you want to put it. Now, yes, I was out there in the game like that, but even if I had a job, even I used to say, even if I was cool like Oprah, if I was straight like Oprah, that nigga still got to buy my lunch. I don't give a fuck. Like me wanting money has nothing to do with it. It's just that I'm not about to let a person waste my time. I don't care who it is. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I have so much resentment towards my last relationship because I was just looking for a good time. I wasn't out there trying to find a husband or nothing like that. Or, I was just looking for a good time. You know what I'm saying? I was hustling, doing my thing. So I had my little money saved up and I'm making a plan. I'm going to go to school and get out of my mom's house. Luckily, around that time, it was just me and my mom. So it wasn't crowded. But, it was a Friday night and I had a little bit of money. I had some extra weed, so I wanted to find a companion. And that's when I met him. So, you know, I wasn't looking for no husband. I wasn't, trying to do none of that. I just wanted to have some male company for the weekend and get back to doing me. But no, we ended up in a 3-year relationship that was worthless. It was a waste of my time completely. And, I don't want to do that again. I didn't want to do it then. It's just, I fell in love, I fell in love with dude. But when they say, or when they make it seem like you're a bad person because you don't want somebody up under you 24/7, I hate that because it's like you don't have a, a choice as to how you want to live your life. And that is a choice as to how you want to live your life. People get caught up in crazy things and end up getting killed. I just, I love watching the crime shows, but it was this one story that just really, it was really sad and it was really for nothing. This girl, she had a friend, she got a new job and then she eventually started getting friends. And she had a friend and then, eventually she got a boyfriend and then she got a boyfriend, but they kept in contact like friends do. So one time, she was with this guy and the friend was with another guy. But her boyfriend knew that she'd be over her homegirl house. So he comes to the homegirl house. And being a homegirl, she let dude in because she remember who he is. But he looking for her homegirl. And so she called her on the phone, and she told her like, don't tell him where I'm at, because homegirl was laid up with some other dude. And she like, don't tell him where I'm at. So she like, you know what, I don't know where she is. She's not, telling me nothing. I don't know where she is. And I'm thinking to myself, that's what I would do. If my homegirl would say, don't tell him where I'm at, just tell him you don't know. That's what I would tell him. No, what does this motherfucker do? He grabs that poor girl by her neck and strangles her to death because he believes she was lying about where his girlfriend was. And she was just only being a homegirl and doing what her homegirl asked her to do and not tell her man where she was. She was laid up with another guy. And if that was my friend, I probably would have done the same thing. But no, this girl had to get killed, just because she was trying to have her homegirls back. It's shit like that too that, man, I swear, I just, I don't want to get caught up in nobody else's shit. I don't. And, I have a partner, and he it took him a while to tame this beast. But that's what a person does when they really want to be with you. They're going to do what they need to do. They're not going to make excuses or, just lead you on. They're not going to do that. They're going to do what they need to do to be with you. And sure enough, he won me over. You know what I'm saying? So it's all on you and how you want to live your life. And I really hate when society make it seem like you're a bad person because you don't want to follow the rules. You know what I'm saying? It's more of, it's your life. So in my case, it's my life. I can do what I want. So if I was going to agree to be with some guy, he would have to do something for me, just like I would have to do something for him. I know, relationship shit. I don't give a fuck. Because even then, in a so-called relationship, that nigga still got to do something first before you give him some pussy. So it's about the same thing. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just more upfront with it. You know what I'm saying? I do it today. If you got what I need today, you know what I'm saying? Men are whores too. I don't know why men get to slide by. They do the same thing. They, go hunting, tell these old broads whatever they want to hear so they can con them out their little SSI check, get their little AARP group money. They do the same thing. They get with these girls, just to, younger girls, to enjoy their youth. They get with older women to steal their money. I mean, guys do it too. My ex-boyfriend used to always try to call me a hoe and this and that. It's like, you knew that though, and you still laid with me. And your excuse? Don't try to act like you better than me, bro. Because didn't he tell me that he was with a postal worker? He was with an old lady. She worked for the post office. She had a nice house. And that's because I told him that we used to live off of 49th. I told him that. He said he lived in the house behind the house I lived in. And he lived with some older woman who was working at the post office. And he said that his friends encouraged him to give it a try. And, she had money and she was taking care of him, but he couldn't really deal with her old wrinkled ass lips. I don't know. But, he couldn't deal with it, so he left. But then I'm saying, though, he got with her because he knew she had money. Isn't that the same thing being a whore or a gold digger? So I don't know what the fuck, I don't get this. Like they bash black women all the time for wearing wigs and weaves. When do they, correct me if I'm wrong, but don't they have like a lace front for men too? And don't white women wear weaves and extensions too? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand is why we always got to catch flack, for stuff that other people do too. White bitches do the same shit. They just do it on a higher scale. And the consequences for them when they want to leave is much more grave. You know what I'm saying? Because when white bitch, she want to go out there talking all that shit, yeah, he got to have my money, he got to have my money, and you go marry that motherfucker, and then you talking about leaving, girl, please, shit. They'll find your ass dead. They don't care who the hell that nigga is. He could be a pastor, preacher, you know what I'm saying? The good pastor, the good preacher, whoever he was down there with all the whores and hookers and pimps and snorting them drugs and got his poor little wife killed. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just trying to save her husband. She know he green and gullible. You know what I'm saying? So she told off the pimp, leave my husband alone. And they end up killing that lady. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't do nothing about it. He went back to the whores and so I don't really see why I should save myself all wholesome for some nigga to come ruin my life like that. You know what I'm saying? The lady I heard about earlier. She paid for her man to go through law school. Law school, that ain't cheap. Paid for him to go through law school. Now that's ride or die. You know what I'm saying? She with him. And he ended up got on his little job and thought he was the shit. Now he fucking the judge the female. He fucking the judge so she can give him all kinds of cases so he can get money. And next thing you know, his wife turned up dead. He got his wife killed because she was pregnant and he didn't want that shit to fuck up his reputation and stop them job flows. So he got her killed, even though she paid his way through law school. You see this bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's why I'm saying I don't mind just getting what I need from a dude and letting him get the fuck on about his business. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't finna get caught up in this shit. I don't want to get caught up. And if that nigga, find somebody else who he like better, or she thicker than me and she got some better pussy than me, I don't give a damn. Whatever. As long as he took care of what I needed him to take care of for me, he can do whatever the fuck he want to do. I do not care. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying like, oh, I'll never get married. Maybe. I don't know. But he got to have what the fuck I want. He got to do what I want. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been taken advantage of. I've been raped. I've been, innocence gone. I've been all that. You know what I'm saying? I've done what you wanted me to do. So now it's my turn to get what I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to look like an innocent victim. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is I don't agree with just being with some nigga, for what the sake of love. You think he gonna fall in love with you, or you think he gonna be with you forever? Maybe, but I'm not waiting for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna wait for that, and I'm just not finna hear no niggas empty ass promises. Telling me, oh, we gonna be all this and we gonna be great, have this relationship or whatever the fuck. I ain't trying to hear all that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you got what I need right now, I got what you need, so, or what you want, But I ain't trying to hear all that. I ain't trying to hear all that. I don't like to do the beating around the bush thing, the chase me game. I don't like to do none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I decide to go off in a room with a guy, trust me, we're not just praying. We ain't finna go in there and play cards. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them girls who cry bloody hell when you go in a room with a guy by yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them girls who do that. If I go in a room with a guy, be prepared to hear some sounds coming out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going nowhere private with no dude if I'm not prepared to do something with him. Because that's just, it's crazy. You got to protect yourself at all times. But this was just really on my mind, and I really get sick and tired of everyone looking at you a certain kind of way because you want to live your life the way you want to live it. It's your life. You can live your life the way you want to. And I'm not about to just have some man, lagging around. I mean, I'd rather get what I need from a man and let him keep going than to be with some man who's laying up on me, playing Xbox all fucking day, not looking for a job, not doing nothing around the house. I got a car. I asked that nigga if he could fix a tire. He told me no. You can't fix a tire on a car? Really? That nigga should be able to at least fix a tire and change the oil. I have a vehicle. I need to be able to count on you. This nigga can't fix a tire. So I want to be with him now? I don't think so. I'm not finna be with this nigga. Cause I'm not finna be with no man with a broken down car. I am not about to do that. I ain't finna have no man laying up in my bed and I'm late on this bill and late on that bill and I need this caught up, and you know what I'm saying? You can't say that's not your problem when you don't mind laying in my fucking bed though. You don't mind driving around in my car though, but it ain't your problem. Okay, well, make it not your problem altogether and get the fuck out my house. That's what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear all that. I ain't trying to hear none of that. Nigga, pay like you weigh. Fuck the bullshit. If you skinny, pay double. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying?